Yeah, we are live. What's going on, people? Yeah, so the black culture. We're going to speak about the black culture this morning. Listen, I want some people to come in because I don't want people to disagree or get upset what I'm about to say this morning because I'm about to speak some real truth. You know what I'm saying? So we outside this morning, we outside. You know what I mean? So let's see what's going on here, guys. Let's see what's going on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Let me see here. Let me see what's going on. This used to be, you know, our culture. Oh, crap. So, welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Press like, share, subscribe. Welcome to YARDCHAT, the channel that you are responsible daily for your actions. You are responsible daily. Challenge at times. Welcome to the live, guy. I want some people to come in, man. I don't want you guys to be upset. We're going to have a good talk this morning. A very good talk. And speaking in general, see what's going on in the community. And when I say what's going on in the community, that means everything in general, from the Norwells, Carmelo Anthony, Dave, everything, every Al Sharpton, Ben Crumb, all the Jay-Z situation, P. Diddy, P. Diddy, who else? Coffee D, Biggie, everything. We're gonna speak about everything this morning, bro. That's the black culture. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Welcome to the live, guys. Come into the live. Come on into the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. The channel that you are held responsible, you are responsible daily. Challenge at times. YARDCHAT, people. Welcome to the live. And we see the topic and what happened. So we want some people to share their opinion, their thoughts this morning. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the How is everyone doing this morning in the live? Where you guys from, man? Tell me where you guys from. Anyone from the New York area? Anyone from the Brooklyn area, Queens, the Tri-State area, out of state, Jersey, Connecticut, South Carolina, wherever you're coming from, guys, welcome to the live this morning. Welcome to the live. We just wait for some people to come into the live. We're going to get into the live. Yes, people. Hold on, guys. Come into the live, guys. Come into the live. Come into the live. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yeah, so, it's a lot been going on, man, for the last, wow. And when I say, the community, I'm speaking everything in general. Everything in general. I'm not just speaking about one particular topic. We're speaking about everything what's going on in the community, especially with what's going on with Noah Wells case. Also, what's going on with Carmela Anthony case. Also, there's a case that a lot of people are not speaking about, the Dave case. That's another case that a lot of people are not speaking about. So, share your views. Share your comments. I am not happy how things are going in our community. I don't know. Anyone is happy right now, I think they are part of the problem. Anyone happy with how things are going in the community right now, they are part of the problem. Because the way things are going right now in our community, it's a disgrace. You have entertainers going to jail, getting killed. You have in Chicago out of control. You have people online for wrong reasons, just for clouts. People pushing narratives. And it's so those are the things that we're going to speak about this morning, you know what I mean? And because a lot of people, when they come on this platform, guys, I'm getting ridiculed on this, but it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Because when you call out people and they're being held accountable, people are upset. You know what I mean? You have to call people out, because people got to be held accountable for their action, what they say, what they do, and this is what this channel basically is about. You know what I mean? So we're trying to give positive advice. You know what I mean? I don't come on here, talk nonsense, and give people all type of propaganda for clickbaits so people watch it. So these are the things that, my platform brings, man. And doing it for 3 years, guys. Doing it for 3 years. 3 years. You know what I mean? I'm doing it because I like it. It's not like YouTube is paying me a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm not getting paid from YouTube. But let's get into the show this morning, man. Let's get into the show, guys. So my issue is this. In our community, there are so many things that we speak about, but it's not irrelevant when it comes down to our community, especially we know what's going on with the Noah Wells case and how that's being handled. That's what I'm talking about in our community. Why must, Noah's case handle like if it's some type of, it's supposed to be an investigation, but they handle it like if it's a swap meet. Who could get the better video? Who get the more views? And meanwhile, justice going to be served with Al Sharpton and Ben Crump? Is justice going to serve? That's what I'm talking about. Is that justice or money served? Money over justice. That's what it's going to boil down to. Money over justice. So the school system is bad in the community. Half of the kids can't read. Dr. Umar is so caught up in Pan-African, whatever you call it, whatever he want to call himself. And my question to Dr. Umar is, see, these people are so limited in their thinking. My question to Dr. Umar is this. What you going to tell all those kids that or mix black with Asian, white, Indian, whatever? You're going to tell those kids they're not welcome? You see, the thing is, how are you going to say you're going to preach your love of God, your ancestors, and this and that, but you hate white people? You hate another person. Explain that to me. How can you go around preaching love, but you turn around and hate another race? You call them devils and all type of things. Do that make any sense? Do that make any sense? I don't think so. See, this is what I'm talking about, the propaganda. These people are not good for our community. They're not. Dr. Umar is like another Al Sharpton. But instead of Dr. Umar, have an organization so he get funded from the government, he's planning to get a school. Still another scheme. That's another scheme. Same thing in Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton formed a National Action Network. He's getting money from the government. He's paid. He's rich. His kids, I don't know if Al Sharpton have any kids. I don't want to dig in his background. I don't want to know nothing about his family, but I know about him. If he's like that, I can imagine others. Keep it like that. So, Al Sharpton came out to Staten Island a couple years ago. I don't know, guys, if you remember the Eric Garner, when the police choked him and all that, blah, blah, big thing. Let me tell you how disgusting and nasty these people are. Al Sharpton, because there is on Jersey Street, around there, off Brook Street, around there where Eric Garner, got into the altercation with a police officer, and got choked out, whatever. He had a station there on Jersey Street, people. It was horrible. It was horrible, people. It was horrible. The condition, how these people had the place in, it was disgusting. To see how people have a place like that and call it an organization was nasty. Nasty to see how it is. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming to the live. I think I got my chat up and running now. Before my chat was up and running. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. So we're gonna chill out here for a bit because I'm riding. I'm not trying to pull over, and I stop and I hit this didn't hit anything but just the bus stop, because I have a shelter here so I can just chill out and do this live right now. So yeah, that is because of the social climate of today. Sharpton Umar Johnson, vastly different. Sharpton is an athlete, and Johnson provided himself an educator. Listen, but what I'm saying is this: they are running the same scheme. from but different point. One is an educator, so educated, and the other one is an activist. It's the same game. So you trying to tell me you're building a school for over almost 15 years? So why these big time movie stars and rappers? Why Denzel? Why not Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy, Morgan Freeman? Why these people not donating to your cause? Why this? They could have gave $20 million from each. You could have $100 million for your school, but no one is supporting you in that type of caliber. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, guys. I am telling you, we want to blame racism, we want to blame this, and not look in the mirror. Look what the things some of our people do to ourselves or to themselves. Look at Dwayne Wade. Look at Dwayne Wade and his son. Al Sharpton too, the same thing. Listen, I am not holding back. I'm talking the truth. Any Noel Wells case. Any Noel Wells case. It's a shame how Ben Crumb and Al Sharpton introduced racism into this investigation. There's no racism. Where's the racism? Show me where there's evidence of racism. Every time something coming out, digging, now they have it's so much crap. Listen, I'm done talking about that. I don't want to talk about these cases. I want to talk about what's going on in our community. What these activists and so-called civil rights lawyers guys, give the video a like, press like, share. So back in the days, man, reading history, studying history, back in the days, the black community was operating on a different level, on a different frequency. I'm telling you guys. I could even go back, even in slavery. Even in slavery. The black nation, not no culture. There wasn't no damn culture. The black people, the black nation. There were more togetherness, more love for each other. But what happened now? This type of behavior just didn't start now. It started when... All right, let me tell you when it starts. You know when it starts? It starts with when they start separating blacks from blacks. Start putting people in categories. That's what they did to Haiti. That's what they did to Haiti with the Dominicans. So what happened was, the lighter Dominican stayed on Haiti, stayed in Dominicans. They split it and put them in and called it Dominicans, split it, the Spaniard. No, the darker blacks were controlled by the French. They stayed and made it Haiti, and they was considered, they was enslaved. Okay? So, that's why these damn Dominicans, God forgive me for saying it, me no black, me no black, me no negro, me no black, me no black. Because it was put in their head that they would consider a higher class black because they was more lighter. And here this now, how that play now. See how it play? Because in America, they used to call the field nigger, God forgive me for using that words, and the house nigger. And we know The field nigga always have some issue with the house nigga. And I'm keeping it real. Right? Because they was lighter, mixed. So they get special treatment from the master. See, the thing is, it doesn't matter. It's still the master child. So the master gonna have some type of compassion for that child. That child probably going to get special needs. Not going to be sleep with the slaves, but we're going to, get treated different. And it's just, hear this now. And it's the same issue in Jamaica, because what happened in Jamaica right now? They have the browning and the dark have issue. Because if you're browning, you get the better job, you get the better, everything better for you. But if you're dark skinned in Jamaica, you get the leftovers, you get the riffraff. You understand? You get my son people? That's how it is. So what happened? What happened? Even in slavery, we were still a family. Even in civil rights movement, we were still a family. Don't you know, in all those civil rights movement, in those videos you always see the man and the woman holding hands. Unity, power. Oh, listen. Anytime you are a person who are in a leadership role, and when I said leadership role, when the masses of people is tuning in and listening, people don't like that. People in places don't like that, because guess what? You are controlling the mass of people, and whoever control the people have power. Right or wrong, people. So that's how it is. So that's how it's in Jamaica. It was called, and how Jamaica have that servant attitude, because we was controlled, because in the Britain or in the UK, they love to use that word servants and peasants. You're nothing but the king's servant, You're nothing but a peasant. You're less than, So that's how everything goes, man. Nothing is new, guys. Everything been here. It just haven't been exposed to a certain point where, why it's being exposed? Internet. Things you do on the internet, it's always there. Pick up, people could listen. Listen, man. People. Another thing with black people is the crime rate. We definitely got to do something about the analyzing each other. The petty crimes. Listen. Hear this. Here's some truth. If you know you're struggling, right? Or you're going to do things to make your struggle worse, to struggle more, or you're going to do things trying to lessen the struggle, to have a little breathing room. What are you going to do? Here in America, if you have one drop of African ancestors, then you were subject to law and govern, being black and being white. Yes. Hear this now. You see what happened? Let me give you a little American history. Maybe you know or not. Hear this now. Thank you for coming in, guys. Press like, share. DD, hear this now. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your comment, D. Appreciate it. D. Thank you. Hear this now. Why you think they killed Abraham Lincoln? Oh, okay. The preparation of Declaration for something, whatever it is. That was Abraham Lincoln, baby. That was his. Every president, they have something that they like, and they like to, they like to cherish that. That's their baby. Yeah, they like it because it's something good. So, yeah, this. Abraham Lincoln had a bill to completely free the slaves. I'm going to say it again. I don't care at this point, because history, it's in history. The reason why or allegedly, the reason why it appears to be that the reason why they killed Abraham Lincoln, because Abraham Lincoln had the bill to free all the slaves and get what? Restitution, people. Oh my God. They killed that man, and soon as that man was dead, that bill got chopped up, got desecrated, and got dismissed. Nobody else spoke about it. We got free, but it wasn't freedom. Partial. That's why we're not going to get no restitution, whatever you want to call it. That's not happening. It will break this country completely apart. This country will crumble. You cannot pay. Listen. Jewish, Germany all paying the Jewish restitution, restoration. I know for a fact they are. I used to work in Manhattan with a Jewish company. I am telling you, sometimes, let me tell you something. You don't have to go seeking for answers. The answer's always there. If you seek it, you shall find. If you're not, the door shall. Have your ears open, you shall hear. Eyes open so you can see. That is why God gave you those things. So I overheard him saying, yeah. This man is 40-something years old. Yeah, his father's in his 60s. About 66, 67. His grandfather probably like 89, 90. And this man brags and said that his grandfather get a check every month from the Germans, and he was proud to say it. A lot of them in Brooklyn getting money. But yeah, this one. That is nothing compared what America owe if they would pay. We're not talking about $60 billion. No, people. We talking about trillions of dollars, okay? Trillions. How could one pay that back? You can't. Your country will go bankrupt. Your country will go belly up, float up, drown, in the red, deep red. Even when you get out the red, you're still in the red. You're going to be in the red. But that's showing you the history of our people. But we don't see what happened. What happened is, let me tell you something what happened in the community. Around in the 70s, late 60s, 70s, early 60s, late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, going up to the 80s. About 20 years. About 65 to 75. About 10, a decade. But that's when a lot of those what do you call it? Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Bobby Kennedy, Malcolm X, they all died in the 60s, right? All right. That their generation, born probably like 67, 68, 7, in the 65, 66, 67, 69, 70, 71, 72, you know, their generation, their kids, who they had. Born in the 60s and probably the 70s, mid 70s, late 70s. But the kids probably like in their probably early 50s now. Some of them probably in their mid 40s, late 40s, you know, somewhere around there. Because it's over 40, it's 40 something years. You know what I mean? Coming up to like the 80s. Because some of their kids have grandkids. Ah, let's talk about grandkids now. Some of the kids have grandkids, and guess what? Their generation flourished because guess what? They had, guess what? What's they had? They had the knowledge. They had the knowledge. Because when you have knowledge, your generation gonna flourish. Why you think mega every kids, they flourish? Martin Luther King, they flourish. Malcolm X, they flourish. Because guess what? They understood what their father was pushing, so they took advantage of the opportunity. So their kids now have issues. Why? Okay. Didn't Betty Shabazz get killed in a fire that's set by her grandson, but he was a troubled kid? Facts 101. No one can deny that. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is this now. You have, and I spoke about this another time, you had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they don't agree. They're all fighting for the same cause, but they don't agree because they're not united. You see, who can you blame? Don't blame nobody else. It's self clout. They want clout. They want to be in the forefront. They never said, let's come together and work. No one in the camp, in either camp, Muslim or Christian or Catholic or Jewish, no one say, let's all come together and work together. No one's saying that. Oh, you got to come over here if you want to work with me. You got to be underneath my covering or whatever. See, it's bullcrap. So that's the reason why, and even Selassie and Marcus Garvey didn't work good to get along eye to eye. Same era didn't work together. You see the propaganda? Do you see the propaganda? Until we come to the unity of one faith. Oh my God. Ephesians, man, until we come to the unity, we can't do nothing. Let me tell you something, people. One accord is powerful. One accord, and listen, I don't care what anybody say. That book, everybody say, oh, it's written by men. All books written by men. So where you get your information from? Or you just drop in your head? You didn't read it somewhere, or you just thought of it? Anybody could think of anything. But I'm talking about common sense. All book is written by men. But this book that they call the Bible, it's a different book, I am telling you. I never seen any book in my life like that. It tell you the past, present, and future. Nobody can write that. The only time people write that, where they're getting it from the Bible. So don't come and tell me propaganda. So now you have all of these black leaders not even walking on the same canvas, not even on one accord, how this is going to work. You see, I know what the problem is, but I'm not going to go there yet. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I know what the problem is. This is what the problem is. Check this out. I am telling you, people, I woke up years ago, but it was just time for this podcast, and this now is time. Hear this now. How you going to have a race of people that divide themselves in every which way form you can say or do or see? They divide themselves. So if you divide yourself, you want to stand alone, me, I, myself. No togetherness, no we, less us. And everything that we need to know is in the book. Hear this now. In the book of Acts, it's called the book of action. That's what I call it, because that's when, forget about talking. You better put that talking. You better put your talking into action. So hear this now. It was very important for the disciples to get back the 12 disciples because of Judas. So they had what they had to do. Because number one, God's number is 12. It's very important why he picked 12 men. But 12 is a number of government. So he told them, listen, I need you guys to do something. They said, what? Okay. I need you guys to go in the upper room And I need you guys to tarry because you need to take a vote because we need another disciple to make it 12. So they did. But hear this now. Hear how powerful when they all come together and one accord. Powerful, man. One accord is powerful, people. That's the problem in the black community. We will never be on one accord, and we're not going to win because the devil loves confusion. He separates the nation. That's why black people, we will never go nowhere. Never until we repent and say, God, because we're worshiping other gods. We turn away from the true God. That's why people in slavery was more happier, more contented than we are. Had less, but more happy and loving. Explain that to me. Explain that one to me. How they was more contented, not happy with the situation, but they was happy for what they have. And guess what? You know what they had? You know what they kept? Most important thing? The family foundation and the family structure. What happened after Malcolm X dead? Martin dead. Medgar Evers dead. All of these people dead. Who you had left? All right. Let me break it down to you guys. You had Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. Let me tell you how grimy Jesse Jackson. This is what he did. Facts. This man went back. Where? To Chicago. Martin Luther King was Southern Baptist Association something. This man changed it to what? The Rainbow Coalition. This man was a house enemy. He had his intention. Why you didn't continue? See, that's the problem. You Judases, man. You have Judases in your camp. They're all Judases. I'm telling you, people. The structure is there for us to learn. But good morning, how are you? The structure is there for us to learn, but are we taking heed? Are we listening to the word of God? Listen. So instead of them they go outside and leave the true, what was keeping the family together. Cause only God, listen, what happened to the black people in slavery and all that? Only God. They didn't have nobody to cry to help. Who? Only God. So their faith was more powerful and stronger than us. You see? So what happened now? Hear this now. This what happened. Someone, according to my knowledge, in the New York area, I can't speak for nowhere else. It is a time, but who did Jesse Jackson was working for at the time? Tell me now, who Jesse Jackson was working for? Who Jesse Jackson was working for? He was underneath who? Underneath who? You know, every other else ethnic background have one reputation to represent them to go to the government, to go any organization that's going to affect their immediate community. One person go represent. You don't have 5 or 6 over here bringing confusion. When you have one person represent you, and you get more respect because that person will tune in. But when you're getting 5, 6, 10 people getting all different type of demands, want this, want that, you get nothing. And that's what these black organizations do. We get nothing because everybody want the hype. Everybody want to be in the cloud. Everybody want the front seat. Everybody want to be the chief. Everybody want to be the big kahuna. But who going to fight the battle? Where are the Indians? Everybody can't be chiefs and leaders. There have to be some soldiers. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Malcolm X. When he went to Mecca, he changed his whole perspective on Muslim people. Because in his mind, he only thought Muslims was only black. But when he went to Mecca and saw the congregation of white, of black, of Asian, people from France, they all say they're Muslim. He said, oh my God, I was taught wrong. And when your eyes are open to the truth, you're going to have conflict in the nest. Because guess what? Your eyes has opened, and now you're telling the king, Your Honor, I'm not telling you how to run your throne, but something is not right. But some of these people know what they're doing and keep the secrets in all these religious organizations. They keep the secrets. But what I'm saying is this. What are the chances? You could say conspiracy, not going to throw that out. Assassination, yes, we're not going to throw that out. They died, yes, fact, we're not going to throw it out. But let me tell you something here. If we look at it carefully, don't look at it with your emotional mind, look at it with your wise mind. If you look at these murders, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Bobby Kennedy, all these people, do you know, hear this now, majority of the time when crimes go down like that, it's an inside job, it's a setup. Why? Because of money. 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 Right or wrong? He started out himself. Why are you starting something yourself where it's the foundation set? That's the problem. You see, you know, I could go on and tell you how corrupt these people are, because how black people turn against Trump. When Trump was the #1 supporter of the Reverend Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. We forget that. Back in the 80s, when I'm looking at history, when I'm doing research and I'm looking at history, how Trump gave Jesse Jackson a free office to run his campaign. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. And meanwhile, they're making deals with the devil in the back room. I would never trust nothing Jesse Jackson say. I would never trust nothing Al Sharpton have to say, because these people are sellout when it comes down to the LGBT community. They compromise. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna touch that. They compromise. And I'm done. That's all I gotta say. They compromise and I'm done. You're supposed to represent God, not man. And when you put man before God, that's a problem. So I'll leave it as that. No. You know, one thing I know is this. A true man of God cannot get into politics. Not saying you can't speak about it, because Jesus spoke about it. He said, go tell that fox Who you think he was speaking to? Pharaoh. But what I'm saying is this. You cannot let it be the number one thing when you come to church to speak about. You gather people in your church to speak about politics, then preaching the word of the Most High God. So, it is what it is. No, he didn't. No. Listen. Stop. I don't want this turn into anything to beat up Trump. No, or anybody. No. I made a comment which was true. So take the comment and digest it, and don't piggyback. Oh yeah, that's why Trump turned. No. Everybody liked Trump until he want his idea to come into effect, what he want to do. Now everybody have an issue with it. Same thing, everybody have an issue with the TPS, right? With the Haitian TPS, you have an issue with that, right? Everybody have an issue with that. But meanwhile, TPS, temporary protective status, right? Temporary. You didn't say permanent, temporary. Yeah. Religion just got to say that politics. You compromise. People compromise. You compromise. All of these people compromise. Okay, all right, okay, I understand that. All right, let's talk about the Haiti situation. The Haiti situation is this. You know how that came up? In the 90s. I did a research a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. Situation with the Haitian. Okay. I think back in the 80s. Is it 80s or 90s? I'm not sure. I think the W. Bush. George W. Bush. The Haiti had a magnitude earthquake of 7.0 where they have to leave the country, right? Okay. Through Bush. All right. Nobody did anything to try to change their status. Half of these Haitians came here, they didn't have status. They have temporary status. They went to school, some became nurses, buy a house. They're living their life for 20-something years, 30-something years. 30-something years or 40 years, they're living their life. Okay. Why you been in this country for all them years and you never see about getting your legal status situated, resolved? See, all right, that's number one. Why? See, right there. See, if you to do what you're supposed to do, this wouldn't affect you. If you were to get your your house in order, do what you have to do, this what Trump doing wouldn't affect you. But due to the fact, oh yeah, you hear, yeah. They let it rock. They let it rock out. I believe Trump knew about this when he were in the seat. But he thought he probably would have won the second, but he didn't. Right? He didn't win. Biden, listen. Who was the president back then? Bush, Clinton, Obama, twice, Trump, Sleepy Joe, Trump. Cause Clinton won twice, right? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going back. Okay? I know, yeah, but hear what I'm saying, DD. Hear what I'm saying. Okay? No, I don't want to lose my thought. going way back. All those presidents, right? And they all saw that protective TPS. They all saw it. Don't tell me they didn't see those. Don't tell me nobody in cabinet, but no one did anything. And majority of those people that was in power were Democrat. Clinton, Democrat, 2 terms. Barack Obama, Democrat, 2 terms. Okay. Barack Obama could have did something but did nothing. Joe could have did something. They did nothing about the bill. So now people are mad at Trump because, hear what I'm saying? Here's the truth. I don't lie. When he came to president, he said he's going to use the executive order. You forgetting that? So what he's doing, he's using the executive order to clean up the country. So now he said, wait a minute here. That TPS, those people don't belong here. They got to go. Oh, you can't do that. No. Why you didn't get your house in order for all those 40 something years? Why? That's the question. Why? Why, DD? Why? That's all I want to know. Why? That's it. Why? That's all I'm saying. Can anyone answer that question, please? Listen. Answer the question. Listen, I could do research all you want. It's not going to change the fact that no one forced no one to do nothing. Everyone is doing everything on their own record. Nobody, you know what I mean? Listen, even if somebody put a gun to your head, you still have a choice. Either you take that bullet or you do what they say. You choose. That's your choice. That's how I look at it. So all these presidents did nothing about this bill. And now you have all these Haitians crying. Oh, now they're going back home and they're seeing the hell. You didn't come here the right way. You did not come in the country the right way. You did at one point, but you never took advantage. You never took advantage of the help. The help was given to you. You took it for granted and say, you know what? Everything gonna be all right. You don't understand my full question? My question is this. My question is, oh, it's too much noise. Okay, my question is this. Another question. Let me put it in a different term. All of these people that we spoke about, Dr. Umar, every person that you could think about, are they coming with you with solutions or just Afrocentric? My ancestors, I don't give a damn about my ancestors. I do, but they ain't do nothing for me right now. I can't pray to them. They can't do nothing. They don't have no powers. They can't do nothing for me. The dead and the living have nothing in common. So all I'm saying is this. The question is, are you satisfied how the black culture, I'm not going to say nation, is this black culture is nasty, is defiling, and yet it's no. You hear what everybody calling the generation of vipers, man? Come on now. can't run from that. A generation from vipers? What? Vipers? That's dangerous. That's deadly. That's what I'm saying. You have this generation that will call right, wrong, wrong, right, left, right, left, up. They call it down, down. They call it up, sideways. They call it the other side. They do their own thing. It's all of these people, all they act now is on their emotion. That's why I don't believe nothing in these leaders have to say. I look to God, the author of my faith. Because when you I'm telling you, do not follow these people. These people that will lead you down in the path of destruction. Pastor Jamel Bryan, he's another demon. All of them, they're demons. They are not these people are not serving God. You never hear these people preach Revelation, Daniel's, the 12 minor prayer. You ever hear these people preach to release people from bondage? You ever hear these people preach about God? No, all about politics. Religious politics is no good. Those are the people God said you have to stay away from them because they're no good. They're philosophers. Don't caught up in them. Listen. This system that we're in, if you're not strong, you get swallowed up. If you're not strong in this system, you will get swallowed up. And you have to know the truth. You have to stand on truth. Don't compromise the truth for no one. And that's a problem in our community. We compromise the truth, so we bend it so much. And you know what? We the one push that community to the fullest. We the one push it to the fullest. Now, the propaganda reached to the heavens where we are now debating, should men play in female sports in basketball? What are we coming to, people? We are debating if men should play in women basketball because the women NBA, women National Basketball Association, women, men have theirs, NBA. My God. But black people, those are the things we support. Black women support those propaganda. They push it. Look at Dwayne Wade and his son, his wife, pushing it. Come on, people. I'm not saying you can't live how you want to live, but what I'm saying is this. There have to be some type of line drawn. And we're not drawing in our community. We're not drawing. That's reality. That's my talk. That's what I talk about. That is what my channel is about. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not going to please you. I'm not going to bow down and say what people want to hear. You don't like it? This channel is a hot channel. You are responsible daily. Challenge at time. We all go through challenge. Just because I wake up this morning, oh my God, man, I don't have no money. I'm going to rob the bank and actually do it and get caught. And then I'm going to cry, this, racism, this, that, all of that. And not take no type of accountability. Come on, people. Come on. Come on. I wasn't born yesterday. Come on, guys. Be serious, man. Come on, people. That's what I'm talking about. I've been stuck on 11. I've been stuck on 11, 10 likes for the longest. So that means the people who's in the chat, they don't like what I'm saying. Nobody's pushing the truth. That's the problem. Everybody's pushing propaganda. Because everyone have a motive. Motive. Everyone have a motive. A motive. Everyone have a motive. And you know, I'm waiting for my people to call me I'm waiting for my people to call me sellout. I'm waiting for my people to call me Uncle Tom. You know what I mean? House. You know, I'm waiting for that because listen, my views, I don't care if you're purple, white, pink, orange, yellow, green, gray. The truth is the truth. And in my YouTube studio, right? You could ask your AI what you could ask your AI. There's two AI, but I asked my AI, my channel, raw truth, man. The AI broke raw truth because I don't come on here and make up. I'm not no content creator. I'm not going to a damn studio and make up some content and say, here, no. My content is this, the world, what's going on today, and I try to put I put my perspective on it, my thoughts, and I share with you about it. Not a lot of people are going to like my views, but it is what it is. You don't like it? But the last couple of weeks I've been going through a lot of stuff on this platform. I know, that was wrong. Yeah, the dog, and that was someone that is ignorant. Don't have knowledge of, so they will speak. You ever see those people just talk just to talk, or they cause something to, Yeah, that wasn't true. Yeah, that's a propaganda. And when you see some people, some of these NBA, and you ask them, they caught between what? It's, I don't know, man. Like I said, people turn a wrong into a right and trying to convince you and I say what they're saying is actually true, and they want you to believe it. How can I believe something that it just don't make no sense? It just don't make no sense. A man is stronger. Most likely a man is not, taller than a man. Not, some cases a woman is tall, but majority of the time the man is taller. Run faster. I just don't, listen. Even thing with Clarissa Shields, she wanted to fight. Then she got knocked out in practice. Humble. She got knocked out by what do you call it? She got knocked out by in sparring. Humble her. That told me she wanted to fight Andrew Ward. That conversation done. Come on, man. You want men? Same thing. In the Olympics the other day, that guy was disgusting how he beat up that girl. The guy was beating up the girl, the girl. It's ridiculous. So these are the propaganda that people are pushing narrative, and they want you to support those things. How can I support them? How can I say what Obama signed into law, that was something good? No, it's not. Then you have the President of the United States, Donald Trump, came and set the record straight. Now all those people who was pushing all that blah blah blah, they're mad. They're the one that mad at the president. Actually, they are the one in Minnesota doing all that nonsense. Look who's out there. When you look at those pictures and flags, you see the flags out there, all different colors. You see who's out there doing the propaganda. But those people, they're under some dynamic power. They're out there. They're out there. They don't think real. They don't think logical. They think it's like it's like they just operate on another negative vibes, energy that I cannot accept. And unfortunately, it is what it is. But let's hear this now. Everyone have their choice and freedom to live their life how they want to live. You don't have to get no rights. You don't have to get no bills. You don't have to get no. You can do whatever. You can live how you want. You can live as a dog. Nobody give a damn. If you willingly want to live like a dog, then that's you. I know I'm not a dog. And I know you're not a dog. But I am not going to come to the acknowledgement to acknowledge you and call you a dog. No. And that's the thing that I don't like, when these people with these pronouns and listen, I respect that. But when did you become they or them or we? And And biblical is this: when people, you like a legion, you like possessed, you like we, they, legion. Who? How can you be they and you're one person? You don't make no damn. I'm not the best English speaker, but I have comments. I just don't understand that. I just don't. How can you be reasonable with these people when they're logical? It's like not even reasonable. They like way out there. They're out there. All right, nobody's perfect. Listen. Joe Biden do nothing about it. Barack ain't do nothing about it. Trump not doing nothing about it. So whose problem? It's American problem. It's American problem. No man in women's sport. I agree 100%. No man should be in women's sport. So we're speaking about that. Hear this now. Hear this now. Let's change the topic. Beyonce. Guys, I did a video. It's up. It's up on my platform. The video is there. I got up early. The video is on the platform right now. You can go check it out and watch it. The video is there. The commentary is there. Everything. The video. You can see the video. Hear this now. In the video, we talking about accountability, right? Are we talking about accountability? You are responsible daily, right? Okay. Challenge at time? Yes. Okay. In the video, I think you have the guy, whoever it is, sitting on a chair. You have another guy beside him. And you have a lady, black lady, long hair, sitting on those. I don't know if that's a mother, aunt. I don't know who it is, but it's someone there with Beyonce. When you come over and sit on my lap, you're going, what is this? Inappropriate. Inappropriate. Inappropriate behavior. Some people are born not good. Wait, Carter, what is this? Listen. Don't get me started this morning because, listen. You know, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know what? The way how the world is going, the way the world's going, most likely they're going to get their way. They're going to get their way. And here are the facts. You know, in Sodom and Gomorrah, there was a lot of sin going on in there, in that city, a lot of things. And one of the things that destroyed that city, people always going to jump and say, oh, the homosexuality behavior and this and that, with Lot, his daughter, blah, the angel, blah, 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 all of that, the people came down, all of that. It's not that. It's not that. Had a part to play in it, yes. Hear this now. What people don't understand, everybody have the right to do what they want to do. But the biggest problem that the Most High had with Sodom and Gomorrah, you know what it was? They was always in their damn pride. Pride, all about them. They don't care about nobody else. They want to do what they want to do. And God said, oh yeah, okay, we're going to check that. And that's the problem. And according to the word of the Most High that nobody can fight against, I don't care. Listen, you could be Muslim, you could be Jewish. Come on down, I speak to you anyhow. Come on, we can reason. Let us reason. Okay? It's not about your religion, my religion. Let's reason on truth. On facts. Not your opinion. I don't want to hear your opinion. I want to hear the truth and facts. And how you speak the truth is true facts. So, my question to all that type of people saying, yeah, check this out now. How would you have this life that you live in now if it wasn't for a man and woman to reprocreate or reproduce and plenish the earth? 2 women couldn't do it, and 2 men to men could not do it. It's impossible. So how can I say that is a normal, natural way? Impossible. Because you cannot produce, you cannot produce something of your own to bring forth and say that came from you, from your blood, from your line. You cannot do that as a man. How are you going to impregnate that man? And oh yeah, man get pregnant. That's a lie. The only way man get pregnant if she, or whatever that person proclaimed to be. But if that person's a real woman, you could get pregnant. If that person have to take out their fallopian tube and mess with their uterus and all that, that person is okay. She could get pregnant. If you're born as a biological woman and nothing is physically wrong, you could get pregnant. But if you're born as a man, it's impossible. It's impossible. But they can do it with technology, of course. And that is what messing up people's mind, because technology make it possible. But does it make it right? Does it make it right with God? Because God gave us some knowledge to do all these things, but we do it anyway. Listen, if you're born white, you better proud to be white. If you're born black, you better proud to be black. If you're born Asian, you better proud to be born Asian. If you're born Spanish, Indian, you proud to be what you were born as. That's it. That's it. Bottom line. Thank you for the light. So that's the first man. Listen. Let me tell you something. The only way, listen. I know they could make AI with you know, a man look and but with a female, whatever, like a buffonite. That's a demon. Face like a woman, upper body of a woman, and downstairs of a man. Those things are real. Those are not myths. Those are real. You know, when I look at it, when you know what's so easier is when I look at history, man. People are so stupid when it comes to history. It's not hard. It's not complicated. They make it complicated, but you don't supposed to be complicated. What it is this? Different part of the world, people have different gods. They call it the same God, but it's the same demon. Like Zeus. Those are all gods, but it's a different God. It's the same God from the Old Testament. There's a lot of gods from the Old Testament. Magog, Baal, Beelzebub, all them Magog, Moloch, there's all devils, they're all gods. Moloch, they used to, they used to sacrifice babies. They say if you're born as a man, you're born as a man. You cannot turn a man into a woman or a woman to a man. Bottom line. Born, be who you are. God don't make mistakes. So you're saying you're going to take God, you're going to take man word over God? Man going to say, oh, matter of fact, God made a mistake. But guess what? We're going to correct what God did. Come on now. Come on. Come on. How that sound? You telling me you know better than the person that created the heaven and the earth? You know better than the person that created the universe? You know better than the person count the sand, count the hair on your hair? You know better than that person. Wow, wow, wow. I'm proud of you, man. You are the man. You have to, some people, listen, the enemy is real, negativity is real, and if you let negativity consume you, you breed negativity and you want more negativity, and what you breed is a vibe of negativity, and who come around you get infected. Get infected. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for the 11 guys. Listen, if you want to follow me on Instagram, YARDCHAT_. You can follow me on Facebook, Wesley YARDCHAT. You can follow me on TikTok, YARDCHAT. Listen, thank you for the support, man. Thanks for the people that subscribing, liking the video, share the video. We are 100% monetized. We appreciate it. Right now, I'm working on my studio. You see the video that I did? My studio completely, I changed it around. I'm going to put something on the wall, but even though if I don't get no help on the platform, I'm going to have to do it. I mean, I'm not getting big time money from YouTube, but I'm asking people if you, I don't have no GoFundMe fund and Zelle and PayPal and Cash App. No, I'm using what YouTube give us. We can get Super Chat, we get diamonds, we get, all these things. So if you find your heart, you want to give, you like the channel, you want to support the channel, this is a chance too, and I appreciate it. Been on for over an hour and a half. So if you want to see the video about Beyonce, it's on my platform. It's on my platform. Got up early. Did a video. Check it out. We are live. We outside. Let me show you guys here. We outside, we alive, we outside. I mean, this is one of the main boulevard. I'm on the bus shelter because it was raining. Early, I said, you know what? Let me sit here and do my live and, share some morning thoughts with you guys. But I appreciate everyone that's supporting the platform, man. It's not easy, guys. Many people come on there, badmouth me, or, you're not going to be monetized. They don't know I'm monetized already. Or I have another channel called YARDCHAT Sport, Real Talk. We could go live over there. We have 98 subscribers. So so people like what we're doing. So, but that platform over there, we speak about everything, sports, everything that we do over here now. But this platform, we just want to keep it just podcasting, commentary about what's going on in society and what's going on in life. We want to keep it like that. So, we have the college guys over here running, or that's what I'll probably do later, so I'll go back jogging. I did my workout last night. I like to work out before I go to bed. I believe that's good. Keep your heart pumping, everything, so your blood circulates to your body. So when you lay down, the blood just circulates to your body, you know what I mean? So that's my workout before I go to bed. Then this morning I did about 50 calisthenics, push-ups. But later on I will do a full workout, arms, trying to, because I lost a couple weight, pounds. Not say lost, but I don't eat a lot. I'm a very picky eater. I don't eat red meat. So, avocado, wheat, a lot of stuff, that wheat pasta, eggs, salmon, not a lot of tuna, but, chicken, yeah, but shrimp, yeah, no red meat, man, all them stuff. Trying to keep more things like steam, bake, you know, things like that, you know, trying to not depress McDonald's, things like that, you know, but those things not good for you. After a certain age, you stop eating those, you know, you shouldn't be eating them stuff anyway, but you do, but on in moderation, but those stuff, nah, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, so I'm 160, I don't look it, but people say, man, I don't know, I asked my wife, do I look, she didn't say nothing, she said, I don't know, so, but, yeah, man, I'm 159 pounds, almost 100. I don't look it, but I'm solid, man, you know. See? Let me show you. You know what I'm saying? I don't look it, but I'm solid, you know. I'm not fat, I'm not skinny. Before I was very heavy. I was about almost 200 pounds, but I was more thicker, but I'm like, nah. Not saying anything, but I was like, nah, then I start. You know what, I stopped eating a lot of meat and carbs. Like, you know what I really stopped eating? Oh my God, I didn't even notice, but I stopped bagels. I used to love bagels. Then I started eating like whole wheat bagel. I don't really, but the bread is okay, but I don't really mess with bagels, cream cheese, anything. None of that. So what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? I gotta get a haircut, man, you know, but I'm letting my hair grow, man. Let my hair grow out for a little bit. You know, let my hair grow out for a little bit. Stevie Chick, you said you have to accept who you are, who you born as. For God so loved the world that, I know he did, man. All right, Ken. So you're going to say that and leave. Don't leave the chat, Ken. Don't leave the chat. That's the problem. Don't leave the chat. Just don't say something and leave. What else you got to say? You got 2 minutes. I don't like when people just do those things and think you're doing God work. No, that's not God work. God don't do things like, you know, like sneaky like that. Come on. This is not your pride closet, so don't say stuff like that. What do you mean by that? I know the scripture, but all you're going to see, you say it and you laugh. See? Tell you, boy. These people, that's why you don't get the Christian people, why you don't get no respect, because the way you treat people sometimes, you treat people like garbage. Anyone from Staten Island? Anyone from Brooklyn? All right, guys, we're about to log off. Thanks everyone for coming on. I don't know if Ken's still on the live, but I don't like when people say these things and just go off. Say something and think they're doing God's work. Oh, for God to love the world. You think God do things like that sneaky? You're doing sneaky work. That's not sneaky. You don't do sneaky work like that. It's a busy street morning. Busy street morning. I'm trying to tighten this thing up here. For some reason, it gets loose. If I ride, I could have the camera in front, but sometimes I have to, you know, tighten up this phone holder. Well, the phone holder, I put it together. It's one of them suction cups for the car, but I put on my bike. So and I have it tied down with some spider, you know. The spider, you know, those stretch spider, you know, those things that you know, the tie things on. Yeah. All right, guys, but I appreciate everyone coming in, man. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure. I'm going to make a clip. Yes, guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, YARDCHAT _. Follow me on TikTok, YARDCHAT. Also follow me on Facebook, Wesley YARDCHAT. From all platforms, guys. Thanks for the support, the shares, the like, the donations. Thanks to everyone that came this morning live about the black culture, guys. I hope that my thoughts and my point of view help someone out there. If you want to be on YARDCHAT, hit me up. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com. That is YARDCHATpromotions@gmail.com.